Good evening, morning, afternoon. I don't, well, not afternoon. Definitely not afternoon, but good morning or night. I don't know. What's going on? Today, we're talking about the video that came out yesterday, 2 days ago. Came on Wednesday, I think. My video, and then the future videos that I have planned for coming up later. How we doing, Matthew? First one in, so you get to ask any questions. Have you seen the video? I guess is my first question. Have you seen the video? Do you agree with the video? What do I need? What was missing in the video? What could I add into that? I guess not really fully a theory, just kind of my idea. So how come you switch you mean the names in the journals? Well, I said it in the video because I felt like the clues were being given by the opposite person, and I do want to bring that up in the thing in a little bit. We'll sit down and we'll look at it, but for some reason, this is a thing that I really love doing right now. I really enjoy the green screen time with everybody, so it's fun to do for me. I can step forward a little bit if I want to and get more in the screen. But it's just been a favorite thing of mine to do for the stream, so I kind of wanted to start with it. But yeah, I wanted to bring something up in the journal that someone was pointing out, and I promised them that I would look at it today on stream. But I don't know. I felt like so the four. Well, one, we gave altered text to Cassidy, and someone was telling me that they always thought that it was the opposite, the spirits giving each other's names, which didn't really sit right with me, because it's like, if a spirit's confused as it is and they don't remember much, it would be more likely that you would remember your own name more than you would remember someone else's name. Like, that just makes sense to me, right? And then altered text is how we get Cassidy, and altered is supposed to be crying child. And also, to get Cassidy, you need to get clues from Michael himself. The red pen that he uses gives us two of the clues, right? So it kind of fits that would be crying child's name, because in order to get the clues, you need to use his his altered text. And in order to get Dave's name, you need the page numbers from the questions that have answers. And some people were asking, they're like, well, why would it only, they ask a lot of questions. Why would it be only those questions that would lead to their name, and not altered text answering those questions to let them know that those are the four questions that need answered to get the clues. But my thing is I don't think the clues were actually literally given by them, right? I think the clues are given to us by Scott to be like, here's the name of these two ghosts. Is the one he should not have killed. Yes, yeah, well, yeah, but that's a whole different, that's another video that I haven't come out with. But yes, that's a video that Dabs is currently editing, that I filmed for already. And this fold right here, I really need to get one more safety pin and pull this kind of tight. Now that I'm looking at it on the green screen. But yeah. Yo, what up, Foxy? All Foxy take over the world. Nice name, I like it. But yeah. Just coming to say hi. Hello. Howdy. Yeah, we're going to discuss current and future video ideas. Have to go to bed. All right, have a good night, man. Have a good night. I do want to, we have a video that I'm working on right now, Dave being Henry's son, and my evidence for that. I've decided, after talking to a few people, that I'm going to do a video on Midnight Motorist potentially being Fritz's background story, because I thought of some more evidence points today when someone else was trying to fight me about it. So I'm going to be working on that video soon. And then I also just want to work on a video that's not a theory. It's more of just a reminding people of the, like, just reestablishing with people what the difference between canon and continuity means when it comes to the FNAF universe, and how much or what's reliably what, right? And what we can't reliably decide on. And I have a Discord message. Hold on. Maybe that's just on the computer. I think it's just, oh, nope, it's on, okay, it's right here. Right? Maybe. If we're lucky. Hold on. I'm messaging Dabs. Anyways, yeah. So we're working on that. Can I tell you something? Go for it. Absolutely, Foxy. I will hear anybody talk about anything. Pretty much. For the most part, yeah. But yeah, so I think I want to do a video about continuity versus canonicity of information, because we do have this whole thing where a lot of people are like, everything that Scott does is canon, and I'm like, yes, it is. But they're like, but they think canon means continuity, and it doesn't. And it's this problem where people are taking things like, some people were disagreeing with me because they said Crying Child's name is Garrett, and it's like, it's not in the games. It's not. Okay, here's a question I have. We all know that Charlie's last name is no in the official character encyclopedia, but Henry's name isn't listed. No, we don't. We don't know if Charlie's last name is Emily. We know Charlie's middle name could be Emily or her last name. And that's why Henry doesn't get a last name, because I think it's indicating that Scott never decided, right? But what it is it could be, Charlotte Emily, as in first and middle name, could be one of those situations, or like a situation where maybe her entire first name is Charlotte Emily. Like some women have two first names. Like my mom's original first name was Laura Lee, and then like she had another name, but later on, when she turned 18, she removed the middle name and just made her middle name Lee. Like some women do that. There's like a Bethany Ann or a Emma Emily or something like that. Like it could just be a double first name. She could just be Charlotte Emily, middle name, last name. Wait, you can change your name at 18? You can, yeah, once you're a legal adult. Hell, I thought about changing my actual last name to Strider before. But yeah, once you're turned 18, it's just a little bit of money and filling out a form, and you can be a completely different name to the government. Your license and everything will change to accommodate. Yeah, you can legally change your name at 18. How do you, like, trans people legally change their name when they transition, but anybody can do it. You don't have to have a reason either. You just want to do it. Yeah. Once you're a legal adult, you can do a lot of things. Once you're a legal adult, once you're 18, you can get married, you can get a new name, you can immigrate to a whole nother country, like without parental consent. You can sign up for loans that you then have to pay for 15 years later. Anything. Bro, it's like we live in school and visit home. Yeah, right? I mean, pretty much. I mean, that's how work is, too. That's why school is so long. The school day, if you notice, the school day is about as long as a normal work day is, and that's on purpose. It's to train you to get used to going to work 5 days a week. What do you think school is 5 days a week? It's to train you at a young age to believe that your purpose is to go to another building for 8 to 9 hours a day and do work that you're told to do by somebody else. Yeah. 6-7 days for some jobs, but those are shitty jobs. Let's be honest. 9 times out of 10, if your job requires you to work 6-7 days a week, it's a shitty job. I mean, every now and again you'll have a great job, or it's because you own the job, like you are the owner, so you're purposely working 6 to 7 days. But let's be honest, most of the time, if you don't own the job and the job requires 6 to 7 days worth of work, it's a shitty job. It sucks. Like pipeliners, it sucks, right? It might pay better, but it sucks. But yeah. But yeah, video ideas that we have coming up. So we do have, and it will be coming out at some point. Not sure when. Oh, yeah, but you can make. But you know. But here's the thing: it's always the payoff. You know, what's the point of making a whole bunch of money? What up, Sinister? What's the point of having a ton of money? Wasn't there other stream? No, you're good, man. Hey, you're here when you're here. You're not when you're not. Love it when you're here. Not going to worry about it when you're not. You have a life, and your life does not revolve around my stream, right? If I could make my stream revolve around your life so everyone shows up, I would, but it's not like it has to be. It's not how it is, you know? Had to leave my gadgets at home during the vacation. No, I got you, man. I get you. But yeah, no. What's the point of working hard when you're young to make a bunch of money that you can barely spend on fun things when you're old? You know, that's the thing, is everyone's always like, oh, we're working for retirement. Why? Why is that the American dream? That I can work hard to make enough money that by the time I'm able to stop working to spend that money, I can't actually do it. Somebody get it off. What? Sleepy, what up? Sleepy Wakey, how we doing? That's always been my question in life. It's like, why is this what we consider to be normal? I get it that working, like, get spring locked. Oh shit, dude, watch out. Like I always get it. Like, yeah, obviously we need to be working. Like working is a thing that we need to do to provide things for everybody. You know, I like being able to get fast food sometimes. So therefore I need people working fast food, which ergo they need to make enough money to be able to survive off of working that fast. You know, anyways, but I'm spiraling into a political opinion that some people may not share with me. So, how are you? Do you got any big plans? Some video plans. Someone got when's the last time someone got the American dream? Wealthy people get the American dream all the time. That's the thing. So here's the thing. The American dream is a lie. Stabs 5 children, right? The American dream is a lie created by the rich and powerful to keep poor people. I'm in Puerto Rich. Hardly ever happens. Some of the people that you hear about bootstrapping their way to being rich didn't. They were already rich, right? They were already rich. Like you hear about like Bill Gates. He got a like $250,000 startup fund from his parents and like worked in their garage, like had free room and board in their garage to work on building up a business. No, Mr. Beast had money too. Like Mr. Beast had money. Yeah, you're close to American dream is YouTubers who get lucky. It's like some YouTubers that get lucky, or it's never been one of those companies that you think that it is, right? But that's the thing is Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast had advantages. He did not live the American dream. He came from, middle income white family. Like he had the advantages that you would expect. What up, Alessandro? Got exposed, but I know he did. Everybody does. I don't get it. It seems like every single person, like not every single person, but like so many people get wealth and get fame and popularity and stuff, and then it just turns out that they're like a terrible person. Like, there's very few cases where you find the opposite. Like, the few people that I can talk about who I'm like, oh, they have money, they have wealth, they have popularity, they have, power or influence or whatnot, and they're genuinely good people, is like Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, Matt Pat, and Philip DeFranco. What is the American dream? The American dream is that you will basically stumble your way into wealth. Make the pose of the meme of Mr. Oh, yeah, that. I don't have... Oh, wait, hold on. Right? It's basically that. Where he has, like, his sunglasses kind of weird off his face kind of situation. Mr. Beast. How do I know Mr. Beast had advantages growing up? He looks like me. I grew like I'm 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 close to being the American dream, right? And I know why I'm at that point where I'm close to being the American dream, because like I grew up poor. I grew up in the middle of downtown Columbus, living in homeless shelters, being on wrong meme of Mr. Brett. Yeah, I know. I live in the Philippines. Speak English because you don't know Filipino. That's fine, Sleepy. Congrats. Nice to see you from the Philippines. I got a lot of international viewers, and I think part of it's because of when I stream in my grandma's house. Oh, yeah, but yeah, like I grew up poor. I grew up homeless. I grew up with very little. But the thing is that I always had the opportunity to get farther in life than the other people that I grew up with. I ran away from my home and ran away to my adopted father. Like, I had advantages. Like, there was things that I could do to get out of that life that other people that grew up with me didn't have that chance. I don't know if any of my friends that I had when I grew up in Columbus are alive, because I ran away and I ended up out in the middle of nowhere. I went from so I'm not gonna get into it, but that, yeah, I have, yeah, I'm not gonna get into other YouTubers. What up, Thomas Roderick? Thomas Roderick. Why does that name sound familiar? Hello, Strader. Thomas Roderick. Yeah, I was about to say, are you Berserk? You're Berserk. What up, Berserk? How's it been? Now, Berserk followed me on Mixer back in the day. He's one of the super OGs. He is what, like first 1,000 followers, something like that. Oh, yeah. Let a little air in here. By the way, a sub. Thank you, man. I appreciate the sub. We are working on 1,000. I think we're at 553 now. 553, 317 views on the video. Yeah, so that video is doing pretty well. Had some controversies a long time ago, right? Had some controversies, but we're there. I like your stream. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Berserk, we talk about FNAF a lot. Five Nights at Freddy's stuff. If you could do what you're doing now in Mixer, would you? I mean, with FNAF. If I could have done what I do now on Mixer, I don't know. When I was on Mixer, I was one of the like top variety streamers. So I probably would have just kept doing what I was doing on Mixer, being a variety game streamer, because it was working for me. Oh, nice. You speak the best English from your family. That's good. Well, congratulations, guys. Could you do a song? We're on YouTube. I'll get copyright striked for that. I can't do things that will what's the word? Copyright strike the videos, because I need the view hours still. We're trying for 1,000. English or Spanish? Are you doing the meme? Are you doing the meme? I don't like that meme, by the way. If you're doing the meme, that dumbass meme where you ask someone English or Spanish, and then if they move, they're gay. Like, that's dumb. I'm sorry. That is the most middle school stupidity I've ever seen. You're like, oh, you got pink on your shoes, you must be gay. It's like, that's just the design, dude. Or English or Spanish. Like, yeah. That's literally a fucking meme right now. Like, literally a thing that people do right now, Berserk. That's such a middle school thing. What would you tell yourself? Agreed. Like, literally, it's the stupidest thing. If someone says English or Spanish to a streamer, that's what they're doing. It's not asking a question whether or not they speak English or Spanish, because obviously the answer is no. It's literally ask someone English or Spanish, and if they move, they're gay. Like, it's dumb as shit. Like, if you're gonna do that, just be more direct. If you move again, you're gay. I know it's popular because middle-aged boys are fucking stupid. Let's be honest. Among middle-aged boys, homophobia is just the funniest shit, and it's ridiculous, and it's another cultural norm that needs to be extinguished, right? That whole it's funny to call people gay or whatever. Memes are popular because they're random. They are. Well, partly, yeah, because they're random, and partly because they feed into a societal like norm or a societal thing that everyone can get behind or whatnot. If I could tell what like my past self, Matthew, you're talking about like if I could tell my past self something, what would you tell yourself? I don't know why, because I find it redundant to say stuff like that. Exactly. But like if I could tell my past like Mixer streamer self something, it would be diversify more, post more things on YouTube or make YouTube videos in between doing actual streaming and stuff like that. But also, I think if to be fair, not saying that it would be a guarantee because nothing's a guarantee, but if Dabs would have been interested in video editing back when I was on Mixer, I probably would have been a content creator full time still. But that's nothing against Dabs. It's not like I'm blaming Dabs. It's my fault for not diversifying. Obviously, I'm very bad at it. I'm very bad at being diversifying stuff. Like I'm always like I need to get to the point where I can afford to have a like manager to tell me what to do, because I'm very bad at coming up with social media things. Like I'm great at just standing here entertaining you guys and stuff, walking around pointing at the board, that kind of stuff, doing green screen stuff. I'm great at being an on camera personality as far as I know. I'm terrible at knowing how to use that to my advantage. Like I have to be a Markiplier, not a MatPat, right? Like me becoming a successful content creator has to be basically just luck off of me being crazy. I have two bunnies and my favorite animatronic, Bonnie. Ooh, nice. I have two Bonnies. Look, I have two bunnies, who are my animatronics. What did you think about green screen kids? What do you mean green screen kids? What do you mean, Alessandra? What? What are you talking about? What did you think about green screen kids? What is that? I don't know. Well, Berserk, I guess this is a better time for me to stream for you at least, because you're all the way over in the UK. Well, actually, no. Is it like 5:30 in the morning for you or something like that? Yeah, because you're in the future. So yeah, it's like 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning for you, isn't it? 6 a.m. God damn, man. I guess this isn't a good time for you. Sorry. I was like, wait a minute, this might be. No, it's not a good time for you. Berserk, yeah, Thomas Roderick, he was Berserk on Mixer, so I just call him Berserk still. Yeah, but real animal. Oh yeah, that's cool. What do you think about green screen kids? I mean, I'm a green screen kid. Well, I'm not a green screen kid. Dabs, make me look like a baby. Goo goo gaga. What up, Finland? The kids at the bottom of shorts. What? 6 a.m. Yay. Wait, the kids at the bottom of shorts. What is that? What do you mean? What? I don't know what you mean. I'm confused. Anyways, guys, I did want to get your guys's, well, not your opinion. Well, I guess your opinions, but mainly I'm going to be doing them anyways. But I want you guys to know what the lineup is so far. I skipped school. Nice. So video ideas coming up. So we got the Davis Henry's son video. That'll be coming out at some point. Dabs is working on it. And like I said before, no rush on it. So when she gets it done, she gets it done, right? Then we are going to be doing I think I want to do a YouTube A. I have no idea what you're talking about. I want to do a video talking about canonicity versus continuity. about the games, the books, and everything else, and kind of give everybody a refresher of what that actually means, so that people quit getting it confused, or hopefully it'll help the community not get as confused. Green screen kids, they were a problem on YouTube shorts. They were taking other YouTuber shorts, and put their face in the, yeah, and then do nothing. Yeah, I mean, here's the problem. Here's the problem with that kind of stuff, is that it's always going to exist. There's no way to stop that kind of stuff. Yeah. It sucks. Yeah, it sucks. And the only thing that we can do as a community is just don't recommend this channel anytime you see that happening. Anytime you see them stealing somebody's content, just don't recommend this channel. Like, that's the most you can do. Maybe report, I guess. But at the end of the day, it's always going to happen. But it's always going to be kids. And it's going to be kids who aren't going to commit to the bit, right? So you're going to have these kids that are going to do that. People are not going to realize what's going on. And, like, the most that I do is I almost never subscribe to a channel because of their shorts. Right? Like, the only time that I will subscribe to a channel shorts is if I know I'm planning on watching real videos. If I only plan on watching your shorts when they come up, I'll hit the like button, then they come up again and again and again and again. But here's the thing is that's the right way to do it, because if you do it the other way, if you subscribe to everybody's shorts that you like, then you run into the TikTok issue, right? There are TikTokers who have millions of followers on TikTok. 1 million, 2 million, 4 million, 5, whatever. We have seen situations where we go to VidCon or other conventions, like content creator conventions, where these TikTokers with their 1 million, 2 million, 5 million followers, and they go, I have 1 million, I have 2 million, I have 5 million, and the convention people are like, oh, that's awesome, we're going to have a meet and greet section. Do you want to have a meet and greet table? Right? Where we'll set things up, we'll make a big long line thing so you can have fans come, so your fans can show up and, get an autograph, meet you, maybe you can sell some merch or something like that. And they'll be like, yes. And then like 5 people will show up for them because all of their followers don't know who they actually are. They don't pay attention to their actual channels and stuff. They don't follow their other socials for the most part. They just follow them on TikTok. So you see these people, I have 2 million, I quit TikTok, not deleted. Oh, I don't have TikTok. I've had it and then I got rid of it. But they have like 5 million, followers on TikTok, but then you look at their YouTube and they have like 3 grand. You look at their Twitter and they have like 5,000. You look at their Instagram and they have like 10,000. They'll be on they're one platform, but it's not here's the thing. If you have a bunch of people on YouTube and on nothing else, you can still do meet and greets and end up getting a bunch of people showing up, right? Because your videos are doing good on YouTube, your subscribers are doing good on YouTube. You can put out a video that says, "Hey, I'm going to be at this thing," and people will show up, right? Because they're already going to be there anyways, probably. And you can put out a video and they'll have seen the video. But if you're a TikToker, you can unless you're going to put out like 30 TikToks in a row that says, hey, I'm going to be at this convention, come do a meet and greet, your followers on TikTok are not going to see it. G-Skids have 849 trillion subs, and plus they get 20 million views, trillion likes. What are you talking about? When Roblox stream? Okay, that's cool, man. I don't know who Green Screen Kids. I mean, it doesn't matter because my friends are mean to. By the way, I quit TikTok, not deleted because my friends are mean to me. I mean, hey, no one needs TikTok, right? Anyways, we're getting off topic again. Guys, quit getting me off topic. I'm talking about the videos that I have coming up later, right? We got the Davis Henry's son video that'll be out soon. I'm going to work on a video explaining continuity versus canonicity in the FNAF universe. So that way people can understand, where things come from and how to not get confused, or try to figure out how to you know switch things around and stuff. Because like I said, I had people arguing with me saying that like Garrett is the crying child, so there's no way that Cassidy or Dave is the name. And I'm like, no, Garrett's the name in the movie, and as far as we know, that's it. There are two names in the logbook, and as far as we can tell, those two names are Vengeful Spirit and Crying Child. Fan made games and yeah, FNAF World. I mean, I've thought about playing FNAF fan games, but my problem is I'm trying to focus on theory so much that playing fan games would be an issue for me because I would I would start getting things confused because I would be looking at fan made stuff, right? Ooh, having a stomach issue. Anyways, and then I do want to do a video that's going to be super controversial, but I've been arguing with someone about it already, like discussing it with somebody else, and I have even more evidence that I want to talk about. But the crying child is Evan Afton or Christopher Afton. Both of those are incorrect. Sleepy. One, Evan never been a thing. That was some weird shenanigans that some people went through to try and like reverse engineer the name, but Evan has been debunked multiple times. Christopher Afton, where's people getting Chris from? This is the second time someone said something. No, 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 no. The crying child is William Afton's son. That's the thing. Crying child is William Afton's son. We learned this in FNAF 4. All of FNAF 4 is completely revolved around the fact that Crying Child is William Afton's son, right? I gotta take a break. Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. The diner with William, right? Yeah, Henry, yeah. No, okay, yeah. Died by the Fredbear's mouth because his brother bullied him. Yes. Henry isn't, yeah. Henry is the guy that, yeah. My brain at 3 a.m. I just want to be a part of your symphony. Will you hold me tight and not let go, symphony. Anyways, it's, yeah, he's neither. Where does Christopher come from? Can someone tell me that? Because I'm actually at a loss with that. That's the second time that I've seen someone say that Crying Child is Christopher Afton or Chris Afton, and I'm like, I don't know where the name Chris comes from. Here's my thing. As of right now, any name that comes from a book is sus to me. Fredbear 1? What? Got malfunction? Fredbear 1 got malfunction. What are you talking about? What? But yeah, Berserk. Henry is the one who created Fredbear. Yeah, Fredbear is the golden bear animatronic that crushed the head of Crying Child. Then girlfriend is Elizabeth Afton. That's wrong. Yeah, that would definitely be wrong. Google is wrong on that. William Afton's daughter is named Elizabeth Afton. See, that's the thing. Is the only book that I will take names from is the logbook. No, Cassidy's not. See, in my theory, Cassidy's not. It's Dave. We're giving the wrong name. And I don't know if you watch Sleepy. I have a video that I just released yesterday. Should definitely watch it. It's only like 4 minutes. You gonna do Roblox next live? Yeah. I'll play Roblox tomorrow for sure. Today is all about talking about the videos, past, present, and future. You swapped it. I did. I swapped them. Yes, I swapped them. Cassidy Afton and Dave Emily, or whatever Dave's last name is. Now I'm confused. So in the logbook, so the problem that I had, and the problem when I was looking at things that really didn't sit right with me, right, is that all the clues to get Cassidy's name are given through altered text or through Michael's red pen. Right? Either Michael circles 10 and 11. I mean, he writes out 10 and 11, or he writes out the math on the blackboard in the Foxy and Freddy comic. Right? He gives us 2 clues, and then altered text, altering numbers in the book, gives us the other clues to get Cassidy. The 4 questions that are answered, but the 4 questions given by faded text are the 4 questions that are on the 4 page numbers that we use to get Dave. Why would the spirits be giving us each other's names? Cassidy has none of that. You're thinking of somebody different. No, you're thinking of somebody different. Here's the thing: is people keep the problem is that we keep attributing other characters. Google is wrong. Someone else Googled that Elizabeth Afton is William Afton's girlfriend. Like that's not how this works. Just because Google says something doesn't make it right. Here's the fair thing about it, though. When it comes to theorizing, nobody is right, nobody's wrong except for Scott. Scott's the only person that can tell anybody whether they're right or wrong, and he doesn't. He lets us theorize. And when it comes to theorizing, you get to decide who you think is right or wrong. William Afton has no wife, then how does he have 3 kids? How does William Afton have 3 children? Mrs. Afton is in books. They've talked about Mrs. Afton in books before. She's in graphic novels. She's in regular novels. Like, they divorce. How do you know? There actually is nothing. Nothing tells us that they divorce. Nothing has ever told us that they divorce. That's what I mean. And here we go. This is why I'm saying I'm going to make a video about canonicity, continuity, and just plain rumor. We need to know the difference. Avocado losing. I don't even know who that is. Sleepy, and that means what to me? I could post a video tomorrow telling you that Henry is the killer. Doesn't mean my video's right. That's the problem. People make up rumors, they make up theories, they make up a bunch of stuff, and sometimes it has no bearing in the actual canonicity or continuity of the games, but they say it, and they say it with such conviction that people just believe it. I was watching one person, and they kept calling Crying Child Evan. I had to stop watching their video because I'm like, anyone who believes the Evan theory obviously doesn't know how to look at stuff. Like, that's the thing. You gotta, what do you think about, I don't know who Nikocado Avocado is, so them losing weight means nothing to me. Are the books and games connected? Yes. So here's the thing, and like I said, I need to make a video deep diving on this, really, and really talking about it, but in, like, giving actual evidence, he has a red t-shirt. I don't know what that means. And that's cool. Here's the thing, I don't care about Nikocado. I don't know who that is, so I do not care. I'm not gonna get into conversations about them being fat or not fat or whatever because I don't know who they are. They're not friends with me. I don't talk to them. If they're not someone that I personally have a discourse with, I'm not gonna talk about them because I'm not Rice Gum. I'm not here to talk about drama or be part of drama, right? But anyways, guys, but no, I want to do a deeper video about, continuity, canonicity, and just flat out fake information, because that is a big problem in this community at this point, is that a lot of people hear rumors, but they don't do any they hear rumors, they do zero research about it, but they continue with that rumor and they continue launching it into the stratosphere as fact because it sounds good to them or it covers some thought that they were having, and it confirms something to them. Like I have seen zero confirmation that Golden Freddy in the games is a girl, because here's the thing, Golden Freddy in the Silver Eyes series, and I said this in the book. I mean, in my last video also, on why Hyperdroid gave the name Cassidy to the vengeful spirit, because he believes, and if he wants to continue believing it, it's fine, but he believes that the vengeful spirit's a girl. But here's the thing, the spirit in Golden Freddy has always been a boy in everywhere else, right? Is William Afton a wife named Fredbear? Her name is not Fredbear, no. William Afton's wife. I don't know what William Afton's wife's name is. Honestly, don't know. But here's the thing. In Silver Eyes, the kid in Golden Freddy is named Mike, right? In the Stitch Wraith line, the kid's name is Andrew, is the vengeful spirit, right? In the movies, it's the blonde-haired boy. In some of the other short stories, anytime Golden Freddy or vengeful spirit kind of situation happens, they're giving other... I need to go now. Bye, Alessandro. They're given they're given males every time. Got scooped by Ennard or Scrap Baby. Got scooped by all of them. He got scooped by all of the animatronics down in the sister location. But yeah, no, he got scooped by everyone. A dangerous springlock suit, that would be either of the golden suits. The gold Fredbear suit or the golden Bonnie suit are both dangerous springlock suits. Get blocked then? What are you talking about, Finland? Huh? Yeah, either of those suits are technically... All the springlock suits are... Find land, I blocked them. Oh, instead of Finland. Yeah, because you called him Find Land. It's not his name. His name's Finland. Finland the bad driver. F1. Does it say F1? Oh, Fi. I gotcha. Yeah. just got mispronounced, or just spelling, just yeah. But yeah, no, that's the thing, is like there's so many, like that's the biggest problem I see right now in the community, is that so many people have like false information, or I think a lot of it is called it's a thing called recency bias. It's just the Finland emoji, nice, but it's called recency bias is the problem, is that people are getting it's recency bias mixed with the fact that people don't understand the difference between canonicity and continuity when it comes to the FNAF universe. So it's called the FNAF-verse. There are multiple timelines. Animatronic. Bro used his gun to his animatronics. Okay, I don't know what you mean. But anyways, it's called multiple timelines. There are multiple timelines, multiple universes. It's like the MCU, right? And in these different timelines, different stories are happening. Variations of the stories are happening. We have at least three fully confirmed different universes, different timelines, and Scott has said that there are more than that the short stories are not always game continuity or movie continuity or other book continuities. Like, some of the short stories exist all by themselves in a vacuum, and sometimes there's multiple short stories that happen in the same universe. Montyverse and Chicaverse, Roxyverse and Glamrock Freddy. What? No, that's not what I mean. That's not what I mean. I mean like multiverses. Like, not Montyverses, multiverses. Like, there is the game continuity timeline. What up, Withered? Then there is the movie continuity timeline. Then there's the Silver Eyes book continuity. But then there's also then there's the Stitch Wraith continuity. Then there is the there's all these different timelines. There's the Phasgoo continuity. Phasgoo does not exist in the games. It does not exist in the games. There's a continuity that Eleanor exists, which may be the Silver Eyes series. I'm not sure, but it's in the Stitch Wraith one. Family game right now, UCN Plus. Oh, nice, Finland. That sounds cool. Just speaking you're speaking facts. What facts? I have never heard of anything called the Montyverse or the Chicaverse or the Roxyverse or the Glamrock Freddyverse. I don't know what that is, dude. Real FNAF games. I just download a real FNAF games. That's cool, man. What did you download? Who is speaking facts? Me. I'm the only person in my tab. That's cool. I'm trying to speak facts anyways. That's the problem, is that I speak facts, but other people are like, but this thing that has literally not ever been proven to be game continuity. And that's the thing that I'm like specializing my theories in, is game continuity, which is you get your theories from the games, and then you use the other materials as like circumstantial, like backing up evidence, right? So in the games, so far the games are 1 through 7, Help Wanted 1 and 2, Security Breach, and Ruin. TSB or Roblox? I don't know what TSB is, so Roblox, I guess. But that's the game continuity games as far as I'm concerned, and the logbook technically counts in that because it is fully connected to the games. That's it. Like, everything else is a question. Oh, the strongest battlegrounds? I don't know what the strongest battlegrounds is. But that is like, that's it. Like, that's the whole, like, everything else is a toss-up, because Scott himself said that there is no, Secret of the Mimic will be, but it's not out yet, so you can't really use it yet, Withered Bonnie. It will be. Yeah, it'll count. I say anything that is made by Steel Wool is guaranteed continuity. Majority of the games made by Scott are full continuity unless you know they're a troll game. Freddy in Space 1, 2, and 3, troll game. That Survive the Night game is obviously a troll game. I'm not actually super certain on whether or not we could consider Security Breach Fury's Road I know where you live: Florida, Washington, or Pennsylvania. I don't live in any three. I don't live in any of those three states, actually, states or city. Don't live in any of them. Used to live in Florida. I'm from Florida originally, but I do not live there. But yeah, those, that's it. That's the only things that you can use 100% certainty. This is facts for the game continuity. Books, as Scott has said, are not guaranteed to be game continuity. They're guaranteed to be canon because they're wrote or made by Scott, but they're not guaranteed to be continuity. Plain and simple. That's just a fact that he himself has stated. That there's canon and then there's continuity. And you need to know the difference. And then there's what's not any of that? Fan-made games. Joy of Creation is not at all continuity or canon. It has no, you can't use, it's something that you can't use to make any theories off of. Other ones that are shaky, FNAF. We don't know really how accurate FNAF is actually going to be. Into the Pit is a different continuity because the book itself was a different continuity, because the book is part of the Stitch Wraith timeline, which is not part of the game continuity. In my opinion, Stitch Wraith is not part of games. FNAF World is shaky, right? FNAF World is continuity adjacent, because it's clearly not full game continuity. Is your place night now? Because in the Philippines it's noon now. Yeah, it's night here. Yeah. It's 1:36 in the morning. Yeah. But that's the thing. It's it's none of that is nothing outside of those main games can be considered full continuity unless it perfectly lines up. It has to be perfect. Yeah, 138. Yep. Has to be perfect. And I don't think we have that often. And Scott himself, in the second interview with Daco, even said that the horror stories, the horror games, 136, whatever you want to call it, but the horror games or the horror books, the Fazbear Frights and the Tales of the Pizzaplex, they are short stories, and some of them are just ideas that he comes up with that he thinks would be a good horror short story, and he writes it in the style of the FNAF universe so he can add it to the books, right? So that right there tells you that not every single Fazbear Fright story or Tales of the Pizzaplex story is going to be continuity. It's going to be part of the games. I always, what? Sleepy, what? Dude, the hell are you I would like just once to go through a stream where people don't say just random shit in my chat that have nothing to do with what's going on. Why is this a recurring thing? Anyways, but yeah, and then I wanted to, and then because we were talking about the videos I'm gonna have coming up, I'm gonna have a video coming up about Midnight Motorist. What up, monkey? Midnight Motorist. I'm gonna have a video coming up talking about that at some point, and what I think the story of that is, which. I was having a discussion or a back and forth with someone about it, and they were annoying me because that's the other thing. I just wish this community wasn't so solidly opinionated about something to the point where they have to basically insult other people for having a different idea than them, because I don't. When someone else is I don't really believe your theory, I'm that's cool, man. That's fine. If they come at me and they're this is wrong because of this, I will come back with, well, I think it's right because of this. But when you just come in and you're your theory sucks and you suck and everything sucks, I'm just whatever, dude, go away. And, I had people that were oh, your explanation is lame. Lame answers. I'm no, they're not. They're not lame answers. Midnight Motorist, I still right now couldn't take William seriously in the movies. You couldn't take Shaggy serious as William Afton? Check it out, Scoob. like I just murdered 7 kids. Yeah, 7 kids. Like you can that didn't do it for you. I actually liked it. I thought Matthew Lillard did a really good job as William Afton. It was his voice that he put on. The voice that he put on for William Afton, like at the job thing, was very like, if you listen to it, it's sad, but if you listen to it, it's very Trump coded. It's like you can hear it. He has like a Trump mannerism to him when he's talking, which is unfortunate, but I mean it kind of works at the same time. But to be honest, I didn't watch the movie. It's pretty good. If you have Amazon Prime, you can watch it for free. Just so everybody knows. I think it's through Amazon Prime that I was able to watch it for free. Woohoo! Going up. Oh, someone unsubbed. Cool. Anyways, yeah. But yeah, you can watch the movie for free if you have Amazon Prime. I'm broke. Well, I mean, if you have, I'm just saying if you already have it. I think, well, hey, don't typecast somebody. Matthew Lillard was great in a lot of movies before he became Shaggy and after he became Shaggy. So, how dare you? How dare you typecast him? Have you never seen 13 Ghosts? He was pretty fucking epic in that, too. Awesome. Very good. But yeah, I think he did a great job. I like having him. I like seeing familiar actors in movies that I'm gonna want to watch. I mean, if we want to talk about something that's an absolute fucking train wreck, let's talk about the fucking Minecraft movie. A Minecraft movie that's coming up. We saw him in Scooby. Well, that's your own miss. That's your own failings. Okay. 13 Ghosts. 13 Ghosts. Berserk. Hey, Berserk Rocker getting his name back. I love it. Berserk, go watch 13 Ghosts and tell me what you think of him on that. Tiramisu cake by okay, Sleepy, whatever, dude. Without a Paddle was great. Yeah, Without a Paddle was pretty good with Dax Shepard and Seth Green. That was pretty good. He's in other things too. Hello, Dabs. Hello, Dabo. What up? Dabs, I have 2 other video ideas in the bank that we'll start working on at some point. Scream. Yeah, he's in Scream. Yeah, the Minecraft movie looks god-awful. It is just super bad. But here's the thing. I always think movies look cheesy when they... Amazon Prime? Yeah, Amazon Prime. Yeah. I always think movies look bad when they're trying to do like a digital game world mixed with real life people. I think they need to stick to one or the other. Like when the players go through, they turn into Minecraft characters and then it's just voice acting. Yeah. Or they step through and real life gets blockified. Either one works for me, but mixing the two was a bad idea. Yeah. But here's the thing. Space Jam did it tastefully, right? They did it tastefully because they still, like, it didn't look the best. But, okay, actually, here's... If you want to know the movies, here's the 2 movies to base your animated mixed with real life movies off of. Can you name the best 2 movies to do it? The best 2? Yeah, that's what I'm going to say. The best 2 movies to have ever done it are both from way back in the 90s. Yep, the 96 Space Jam. And I can't remember when it was, but Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Those are the 2 movies that did it the best. Those are the movies to take your cues from. And they're from the fucking 90s. How are we 30 plus years later and it doesn't look better? Stream is boring. What, my stream right now, Finland? Sorry. I'm my bad. Go watch something else. You don't have to stick around and watch my stream, dude. It's okay. If if you're not interested in the topic, like, that's fine, man. I'm not worried about it. My streams are for me. Like, that's the thing, is my content that I make is for me. If nobody else likes it, that's fine. I'm hoping that I'll find an audience that likes it, but at the end of the day, I do what I enjoy because I enjoy it. I don't want to be one of those people that conforms to what everybody else wants just because I'm that desperate to be popular or whatever. Like, I'm me being me. You're only ever going to get 100% me. And if that's boring sometimes, it's boring sometimes. You know, it is what it is. But yeah, Minecraft movie looks like hot garbage. They need to fix it. This is they're on the same, they're at the fork, right? They're at that same fork that Sonic was at when the very first Sonic movie was announced, when they showed the trailer and everybody lost their shit because Sonic looked terrible. He looked less like Sonic and more like Sonic, right? And so they adjusted, right? They adjusted before the movie came out and made him look more like actual Sonic from the games, and people loved it, you know? And now the movie's going on its third movie. They need to do the same thing with Minecraft. They put out the trailer, everyone went, and now they need to hear people talking about why it's bad and adjust. They need to pivot. Yeah, exactly. They're great because they listened to people after they put out that first trailer. And they were smart because they put that first trailer out so far in advance from the actual movie that they were able to pivot. Yeah. It wasn't even that they needed to be bullied. It's just that they needed to know what the audience actually wanted, right? And that's what a Minecraft movie needs to do. But that's the problem, is that sometimes you get these big budget, big companies to take over a beloved, like, character or a beloved IP and create a movie out of it, and they don't listen to anybody. They just do what they think is right. It releases, they make a little bit of money off of it, but not much, and then they go, we're never doing that again. That was an utter fail. And it's like, yeah, of course it was a failure. You didn't listen to us. We gave you everything you needed, and you ignored it. You didn't care. You didn't want to know how to be successful. You wanted to say, here's this thing that you guys all love. We're going to shit on it, and hopefully you like it. And then we go, fuck you. There you go. There you go, Dabs. Oh yeah, they got teared into. Absolutely. 100% they got teared into, but they took it as constructive criticism, not hate, and they fixed it. And Minecraft needs to do the same. We're talking about the Minecraft movie, and we're talking about how a lot of big movie companies will buy IPs of stuff that we like and just absolutely shit on it and turn it into shit. Another great example of them just absolutely ruining something that we loved: the M. Night Shyamalan Avatar movie. Terrible. One of the worst movies ever. Pullman's The Golden Compass, that got made into a movie, and that was like, it didn't even follow the timeline. Same thing with Divergent. They did things out of chronological order from the book, which made no sense to me whatsoever. And both of those, the Percy Jackson, I've never seen Percy Jackson or read the books. I ignored it. Another one that did it right was Hunger Games. Hunger Games was done very well. Lord of the Rings was done excellently. What do you think of the Netflix? Netflix Avatar is dope. Talk about not sticking to the books. Also, the Maze Runner. Yeah, right. Ready Player One pisses me off to no end. It's a good movie. That's the problem with Ready Player One. Ready Player One, as a movie that's not based off of a book, very good. But if you read the book, you understand so many awesome, amazing things that we lost, right? So check this out. So Wade Watts, he's supposed to be a very poor kid growing up in the western side of the U.S. over in, like, I think it was Portland. Yeah, he's over in Portland. He lives in Portland in the books. He lives in Portland. He's very poor, right? He goes into the Oasis for school and school alone. He can't go anywhere else in the Oasis but his own school planet of Lotus. That's all he can do because he's so poor. But he's also a gunter. He's also hunting for the egg left by Halliday. And he's looking at all the clues and he's learning all the 80s references and stuff so that way he can discover the clues and figure it all out, right? And he's looking at the clues and he finally figures it out that it's the cave of but he finds out that the thing that he needs to find the first key, because in the books it's 3 keys that open 3 gates, and if you open up all 3 gates, then you'll be able to go and get the Easter egg, which is the egg that gives away all of Halliday's fortune and ownership of the Oasis. He discovers that the first key is left in the tomb of what's it called? It's a Dungeons and Dragons reference. It's a tomb of, god damn it. Looking it up in real time. D&D Tomb of Horrors. So he's looking for the Tomb of Horrors, and he discovers that the Tomb of Horrors in the Oasis is actually on the planet that he goes to school on, right? So he figures this out, and he has to travel. He uses fast travel on the planet because he's able to, like, sneak his way into getting a free fast travel ticket to the other side of the planet for a sporting event between some of the high schools or whatnot. But anyways, he fast travels across the planet as far as he can, and then he runs the rest of the way across the planet to get to the opening to the Tomb of Horrors. And he goes in there and he fights a bunch of stuff, which this isn't even supposed to be on the planet because the planet's supposed to be a PvE, not even a PvE. It's supposed to be a no PV anything planet. Like, you're not supposed to be able to kill any. You're able to kill animals, but they don't give you XP. You can't fight each other. Like, none of that is available on this planet. But there's this one secret dungeon where it is PvE, but not PvP still. But he gets down there and he's like fighting all the monsters, and he has like the Dungeons and Dragons module up on his map so he can see where all the traps and stuff are, and he travels through, and he has never been higher than level 3 out of level 99 in this game, even though he's been playing it for like a decade. Because he's been so poor, he doesn't have the funds. He's barely ever capable of leaving Lotus, and whenever he does, he's risking his inability to Ludus, not Lotus, Ludus. He's risking the inability to get back to go to school, and if he misses school so many days, he might get evicted or get ejected from school, whatever. Anyways, but the point is he has to go into the Oasis every day to go to school, and he's never been rich enough to be able to leave planet really to level up. But he figures out that the Tomb of Horrors is actually on his planet. He goes there, he travels through it all, and he ends up coming up against the Demi-Lynch Acerax, who he has to get the key from. He's like, he knows where the key is. It is this guy, obviously. But the funny thing is when he goes to fight Acerax, he doesn't fight him as like an actual fight, one-on-one PvE kind of shit. Acerax challenges him to a joust, and at first he's confused, but the joust isn't a joust with horses. It's literally the 80s arcade game Joust, where the two players fly on these birds, an emu and an ostrich, or emu and I think it's a ostrich it's an emu and a buzzard or something like that, and like they have to fight each other, and then whoever wins best out of 3 gets, wins, right? And Serax takes one, he takes one, and then he takes the second one and wins, blah, 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 and he gets the first key. That key is going to open a gate, and now he finally has money from doing that dungeon that he's finally able to actually travel in the Oasis, finally. So he gets the key, and he has to go to this whole other world called Middletown, and Middletown is an entire world with like 118 copies of his own, Holiday's own hometown, Middletown, Ohio. He has to go there. He has to take the key. He has to take it to Halliday's house. He has to play a very specific game on Halliday's old computer, get through, beat it, and when he beats it, it opens up the gate on the wall where he can use the key finally to get into the gate. And when he goes into the gate, the challenge that he has to defeat in the gate is that he is literally transported into Matthew Broderick's character in War Games, where he has to play out all of War Games, the movie, action by action, line by line, to get through the game to get through the movie without failing, literally being the character. And that's how you get through the first gate. That's how you get the first key. That's how you get through the first gate. That's how you start this adventure. You know what they do in the movie? In the movie, he races a car and he has to drive backwards on the track so he can get the key. That's what I'm talking about. That's what we lost in that movie, guys. That's what we lost. That movie immediately makes Wade already have money, already be a character in the game, already in Ohio. He does the first gate challenge before he ever makes it to Columbus, Ohio, right? He's in Portland, Oregon. But he does that, and then after he does that, he becomes famous because he's the first player in the game ever to make it on the high scoreboard and to discover anything. So he gets a bunch of sponsorships, he gets a bunch of notoriety, and he starts making money monthly off of the fact that people think he's famous now. Well, because he is famous now, And I lost everybody. I'm sorry, guys. I might as well just end this stream early. I just killed it. I just ruined it. Everybody's gone. All right, I'm done. I'm done with that, guys. I'm sorry. Everyone come back, please. I want to talk about Five Nights at Freddy's again. Dabs, are you still here? Yes. Okay. So, but did you hear me? Did you hear my ramblings about the movie versus the book? Do you see what I mean when I'm like, there was so much, and I see why you're upset. Exactly. It was so good. It was so good. There's so much to it. Well, that's the thing. So here's the thing. He does get the DeLorean, right? He does get the DeLorean. He ends up buying it eventually because he becomes a famous adventurer and he goes out and makes money off of adventuring and stuff. That's all part of it. But he doesn't have that to begin with. It completely cuts out the whole element of the story where the first clue, the first part of the whole adventure is on a school for kids. No, you're good, Sinister. That, and that whole thing shows something. It means that Halliday wanted a kid to win. He wanted a kid to find and earn his fortune. He didn't want an adult to do it. If he wanted an adult to do it, he could have had it start on any other planet. But he chose for it to be on the planet specifically meant for high school kids to be learning. One of the hints
And it's the hint that, and one of the riddles, and it's the one that Wade used to figure everything else out, is that you have much to learn if you want to earn your spot in the top 10 or something like that, spot on the scoreboard or something like that. And that's when Wade was like, wait a minute, what if it's on this planet? Because who else has much to learn than high school students? Blah, blah, blah. So it's like this whole thing where he realizes, oh shit, Halliday wanted a kid to learn and to earn it. He wanted it to be passed down to someone who hasn't been corrupted by like the corporate mindset of having to make money off of everything. He wanted someone who still had that childlike wonder and that belief that the Oasis should be free for everybody kind of situation. So, anyways, back to FNAF. I want to do a Midnight Motorist video. Oh, yeah, Dabs. I have two more videos in the pipeline that I want to work on, but I'm not rushing it. I'm not going to get to it, and I'm not worried about getting to it anytime soon. But just to warn you about them is I want to do one that's not FNAF theory. It's FNAF theory adjacent. I want to do an actual video that like really goes into the understanding of continuity, canonicity, and just straight up fan made, and then just straight up garbage, like rumors, right? Stuff like that. So I want to do that. What is the difference between something that's continuity, something that's canon, something that's fan made, and then just rumors that are being told. So, and I can already see the thumbnail being like, it'll be like the FNAF 4 or 3 or like one of the FNAF games. Cover art with like a green check mark that says continuity or just a green check mark on it, and then like one of the Fazbear Frights books with like a check mark on it, and then like the Joy of Creation cover art with a X on it, and then just just the worst drawing ever of like Fredbear or something. Like I want you to like, you can just like make a drawing. Whatever, like just do some artwork and put an X over it, and that would be the thumbnail. I think it'd be a great thumbnail. Like this is the 4 of them, and I've decided I don't think I ever need to be in a thumbnail. I'm barely okay with me being like video me standing up and being in the video, but I want to be in it though. I feel like being a person that you can look at helps, but I'm not sure. I could just be a voiceover. I guess that would make things even easier for you, I guess, in a way. If I was just an audio clip that I send to you instead. But I want to do that, and then I want to do a video on Midnight Motorist. Arguing with people on the internet made me realize that I really want to put out that video because I don't care what other people think at this point. I think Midnight Motorist is the story of Fritz, and I thought of a new piece of evidence for that. If you look at the FNAF 6 game, if you look at Pizzeria Simulator, there are 3 mini games that we get in that game. We get Fruity Maze, Susie, and her kidnapping. We get the Midnight Motorist, which we don't know what the story behind that is, right? Really. And then we have the security puppet. And the security puppet game mini game shows us the death of Charlie. So we're seeing Charlie's death and we're seeing Susie's death in these 2 mini games, but then we don't know what's going on in Midnight Motorist. Would it not make sense that Midnight Motorist, their opinion equal? Yeah, exactly. But like, would it not make sense that Midnight Motorist is also the story of one of the kids' deaths? Like one of the stories leading to their death. Like, would that not make sense that all 3 games lead to a story about the death of a kid? And when and someone was arguing with me like, it's just too long and convoluted for it to be, a character that we know nothing about. It's like, that's because everything we need to know about him is in that mini game, right? It's in the mini game. Like this person was arguing with me. They were like, "Well, what's the point of juniors or the person on the couch or the gone there statements?" And I'm like, "What? They all explain like it explains the theory. Juniors shows us that Fritz's dad was an alcoholic. The character on the couch probably Fritz's mom saying, leave him alone. He's had a hard day, indicates that father is abusive. Father saying things shows that he's abusive. The statement he's gone there again is in relations to the fact that Fritz escapes to Freddy Fazbear's as often as he can to get away from his abusive family. The only thing I can't get yet, and maybe someone can help me with this, is really fitting in the mound of dirt, right? Like I've have opinions, but a lot of them there's zero evidence. Like there's zero evidence. Like maybe the mound is actually a grave of another family member of another sibling of Fritz's that his dad's already beaten to death or something like that, but like he hid the body or something. Or maybe it's like an animal. Maybe that's Susie's dog. Maybe Fritz's dad is the drunk driver that hit Susie's dog, and then took it and buried it. Right? Maybe that's it. Maybe it's something else. Who knows? Maybe it has no importance whatsoever, and it's just in there to be a red herring. Right after I joined a Roblox game that's about dirt. That's funny, Sinister. That's really funny. But that's the thing is like everything else does add up. And I know people are going to be like, but it's a purple car, so that means William Afton. It's like, William Afton's the only person that's allowed to own a purple car? In a world full of cars, William Afton's the only person that owns a purple car. And again, why would William Afton be yellow? Why would he be yellow? It makes no sense. Why would his house be in a completely different area of the map? Where's his sister? If that's his mom on the couch, then where's Michael? If that's Michael on the couch, then where's his mom? What is these elements? Why would but that's the thing. He's not in the Springtrap suit. It's raining. He would die if he was in the Springtrap suit. Some people are like, oh, maybe he's just wearing a raincoat and hat. And it's like, here's the thing. Occam's razor tells us that that the simplest answer is usually the correct answer. And it being a whole different character is way more simpler than after several years, after multiple years of him establishing William Afton as being purple guy, for him to change him into a yellow colored character is way more of a convoluted answer than just stating that yellow guy is a whole new character. Playing the real FNAF UCN, that's got to be rough, my dude. Super rough. But good luck to you, man. Good on you. On you like lasagna. But that's what I mean. It's like maybe yellow. But that's the thing. It's like if it was yellow, if he was Springtrap, then he would be. We've seen. Well, that's the other thing. So it's definitely not Springtrap, Dabs, because we've seen the animatronics in the minigames. I mean, heck, hold on. I got one up as my background right now. Let me see here. And then 3. Boom. See? This is what they look like. This is what they look like in a minigame. Like in the minigames, this is what they look like. So if he was Spring Bonnie, he would have looked like this. So it's Spring Bonnie. That's Spring Bonnie. He's just in the shadows and darkened a little bit. But that's what I mean. Like, we've seen him. We know what he looks like in FNAF 4. Boom. He looks like this, right? And that's the thing is we establish early in the timeline that purple guy is purple guy. And one of the ways that we do that is that in FNAF 4, we see William Afton as purple guy. We see William Afton as purple guy in FNAF 4. And in order for, in FNAF 4, we see Crying Child die. So he can't be in that house. That can't be Michael. Like the only way that makes sense in any fashion is that and this is a big ask. Like it's there's a way for it to make sense, but it's a lot of extra guessing to get there, right? There's a lot of extra context that we never see. Like, it would have to be post FNAF 4. It would have to be mom on the couch talking about Michael, William Afton being mad at Michael, right? It would have to be Michael running off with some animatronic. Do you just say big ass? No, big ask. A big ask for us to it's a big oh, what's it called? Oh, there's a word for it. When movies do stuff and they do it in a way where you have to basically change your thought process, your frame of mind, in order to get the answers. Like, they're relying on fastest death in UCN. Dude, they get pretty fast. No, I died to Mr. Hippo. Haha, I'm gonna skip it. Never mind. Fastest death in UCN. Dude, Mr. Hippo. I'm reading his story right now. Right. What is it? Belief. It's blank of belief. Oh, it's right there on the tip of my tongue. I hate when that happens. It's to not dismantle. It's the blank of belief. This blank of belief. Hold on. Is it a D word? It's all for read the story. Always get through the story. It's what is the word? It's like turn off your belief, your ability to believe. Like I'm stuck. It'll come to me when I already F4'd. Oh no! Oh, that sucks then. Oh well. Anyways, yeah, like there would be a lot of that going on, like a lot of like just the belief. Blah. I can't think of it. But that's just the theory. Game theory. No. Suspension of disbelief. Of belief. Suspension of belief. Yes. Thank you, Radio Cat. I love you. You're my new favorite person right now. Yes, suspension of belief. So it would be a major suspension of belief. You'd have to believe that after FNAF 4, William Afton moves his whole family to some smaller home in the middle of the woods, right? That they all packed up and moved because he wanted to, and then he also became an alcoholic and got drunk and was beating Michael while also still running a successful business that he then opened up a second location a couple years later. Like, that's a lot of suspension of belief. To believe that William Afton just went into some kind of weird alcoholic stupor and became an abusive alcoholic father. Like, does it not make more sense that in a game where our 3 mini games two of them gives us a death of the original 7 kids, that we would get also the cause of death for the third like for another kid? Like, would that not make more sense? The story of Midnight Motorist, to me, is the story of Fritz's father driving home drunk, trying to get back into the bar so he could drink some more, told no, heading home, coming home in a drunk rage, being told by his wife to leave his son alone, even though he's planning on going in there to, beat on him again like he has done in the past, only to discover that the kid's locked his door, rightfully so, because he's trying to stop his dad from coming in and beating on him. Pisses off his dad, so his dad's like, you don't lock me out of your room, not in my house. Walks around to the back of the building, only to learn that the kid that he beats on all the time has broken out of his own room and has been led away by one of the animatronics from the restaurant that the abused kid escapes to on a daily basis to try and have some happiness in his life while dealing with the abusive family that he deals with. And that's my extra damning evidence, is the fact that the other two games that we get is Susie's death and Charlie's death. But no, the third one definitely doesn't have anything to do with the lead up to a kid's death like the other two games do. That wouldn't make sense, would it? No, it's got to be a random fucking story about William Afton getting mad at Michael at a whole nother... That's the other thing, is it's supposed to take place right after Charlie dies, and Charlie doesn't die that far after Cassidy does, or any of the other kids do. She dies after them, but it's like all within like the same month. That's the thing. As far as we know, anyways, it all happens within like the same month or so. So it's like, why would... And that's the thing also, is that there is a chance that you don't even get the security puppet game, but you are guaranteed to get the Afton's wife is Henry. Yeah, Afton's wife is Henry. Can we make that a theory? Can that be a theory, guys? That's all right. We're adding it to the lineup, Dabs. We gotta start digging through for some proof. But we're going to find some proof to prove that theory now, too. William Afton's wife is Henry. New theory dropped. New theory just dropped. Speaking of which, if you guys haven't gone and watched the theory video that I posted yesterday about swapping the names in the logbook, go do it, please. We are doing pretty awesome, in my opinion, for the size of channel that we are. We only have 553 subscribers, and we're currently sitting at 328 views on that video. And the average impression click-through rate has gone up again, and the average view duration is going up too. The video has garnered over 7.5 hours worth of view time, Dabs. It's doing good. I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it growing at the rate that it's growing. Do I wish that it would just explode in the theory community and someone would review it? Yeah, but also my video is only like 4.5 minutes long, so I'm not fully certain. Also, Dabs, I don't know. I was watching it, and I keep watching it, and I keep thinking that you accidentally added in a bit of video from the actual Dave is Henry's son video or something. I don't know. It might be just the way I delivered things, and I didn't realize that I added that part in myself when I was doing the video. I don't know. But the part about him being spring locked, I think that was... I don't know if it was necessary. I think I accidentally added it on accident. My sister used to ship Cassidy and the Crying Child. Cassidy is the Crying Child, so that would be really weird. It's really weird, because in my theory, Cassidy is the Crying Child, Dave is the Vengeful Spirit, and they're both boys. I don't know where... I mean, I know kind of where this theory that Cassidy is supposed to be a girl and the Vengeful Spirit, but I don't think it is. I think that the Vengeful Spirit is a boy and is Henry's son. I don't think Vengeful Spirit is a girl. In every other iteration of Golden Freddy, self-love to its maximum, right? In every other iteration, a Golden Freddy is possessed by a boy spirit, so I don't see why in the games it would be a girl spirit, especially since even in the games it's kind of pointed towards that it might be a boy spirit anyways, right? And we did Rye Toast defunct the Crying Child being part of Golden Freddy in his video about him discovering who Golden Freddy is, who the spirit in Golden Freddy is, which the spirit in Golden Freddy is vengeful spirit in my opinion because it makes sense. Golden Freddy is the vengeful spirit, and the reason that the spirit in Golden Freddy has to be the vengeful spirit is because of what happens in FNAF 6. If you look at Burn Trap, who is Spring Trap, or Scrap Trap. If you look at Scrap Trap, not Burn Trap. If you look at Scrap Trap has like a big bulky nose and he has big fat feet and he's got some other parts on him that have all been like, piecemeal together. That big bulky nose and those big old feet. Isn't some of the confusion from the UCN audios being a neutral? Yes. Some people are like, it sounds like a girl, but then if you look at the actual like casting directions, it's supposed to be ambiguous on the gender of the child. That's supposed to be a gender neutral voice, right? And I think part of that was because I think Scott himself didn't want to give it away. Like, that's his thing. He doesn't give it away. But here's the thing that gives it away, in my opinion, also, is the picture of a vengeful spirit, the picture that he used, that oversaturated, colorized picture, is his own son. It's a picture of his own male son. And as an added bonus, Scott Gotham is religious. He's Christian. And we all know that a lot of the Christian people don't really like gender bending things. So just to use some of his own real life potential beliefs. Anyways, I don't know how big he is on that kind of stuff, but I don't think he would purposefully gender bend his own son's picture into being a girl. I'm just saying, like, in my own personal opinion, even if he doesn't have a problem with that with other people, I still think himself would not necessarily go to the lengths of using a picture of his son to depict a female spirit. I think he would have used a different picture at that point. But that's just an opinion based off of information that I do know about Scott, which is that he is a religious person. So, and that tends to be a thing. So, could I be wrong? Absolutely. And I'm not going to say that 100% that's true. I'm just saying that it's very likely that is a thing. So in my opinion, Golden Freddy is a boy spirit in every iteration. He is in Silver Eyes. He is in the Stitch Wraith series. Well, the stand-in for Golden Freddy or Vengeful Spirit. Well, the stand-in for Vengeful Spirit in the Stitch Wraith is Andrew, who is a boy. I noticed lots of people usually use the Susie or Fruit Maze girl image when talking about Cassidy to first. Yeah, that's a thing. It's just rumor stuff that some people like to use. Part did seem a little separate from the rest of the video. You had added it last minute, but I thought it helped with the point. I think I meant to add it for the other video, but it works. It works. It was a little weird, but it did also give us some extra video length, so it's all good. It could be like a teaser for the next video or something like that. Maybe I'll make that a recurring theme, where like near the end of the current video, I'll have a little add-on of like what the next video is going to be about or whatnot. Because I said that, and then I said I also think that the Spirit Dave Golden Freddy is Henry's son, but we're talking about that in the next video. So who knows? But if it feels like something's missing in the Dave is Henry's son video, then that's probably the part that feels like it's missing. You also were able to pick up that one part that I did in a couple streams back, right, where I was like, and two other points, two other pieces of information that I forgot about, but I just remembered. Reoccurring points in the next one, not too bad, awesome. But yeah, you got that bit too, right? That I did. Yes, I feel like shit. Why? Oh, did you not grab them yet? I did it pretty early in the stream to make sure that you would be able to get it. Why do you feel like shit though? Did you not get him? Do you not have him, or are you not adding? I mean, you don't necessarily have to add him. I just feel like it added even more to it. But yeah. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, the whole like Cassidy being a girl thing. Nah, Cassidy is crime child in my opinion. I have it. But in that same video, you said it was for the video that was already posted. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. No, they were for the Dave's Henry's Kid video. Because they're talking about how the Henry stand-in Edwin has a son named David, which is a piece of evidence to indicate that David or Dave would be Henry's son. And then there was something else. I can't remember what the other part was, but yeah. No. No, you had already basically told me you were done with the video when I recorded those. Like, the video was basically done and waiting to be posted. I put those in that stream after knowing that you were done with the Hyperdroid video. So no, you're fine. Those pieces belong in the current video that you're working on. Those are like, add them like near the end before the actual end of the video. I just bust in like, oh, also some extra information I just remembered. Yeah. Oh, it was the William William using an alias in the Silver Eye series, going by Dave Miller, and in the series is a recurring theme that a security guard guarding a Fazbear location goes by one of the names of the victims of William. You know, we have Michael in FNAF 1, we have Fritz, we have Jeremy, and now we have Dave. So, 4 victim names of Williams being used as security guard names in the games. So, or in the books and games and stuff like that. So, yeah. Yes, once again, the real question we want to know is, if William falls down a hill, does that make him a spring roll? Only if he's in the spring trap suit. Oh, that's what I was going to talk about. The Vengeful Spirit has to be Golden Freddy in the games. In the games specifically, Golden Freddy has to be the Vengeful Spirit because it's the Vengeful Spirit has to be in Golden Freddy because that's the only thing that really explains how he gets connected enough to William that he can put William through the UCN. Right? So in Pizzeria Simulator, we see Scrap Trap, which has the big bulky nose and the big flat bulky feet. That nose and that feet is from Golden Freddy. He mutilated Golden Freddy's suit to attach to his own suit to fill in some of the parts that were the most damaged in the FNAF 3 fire. Right? That's how he repaired himself after all those issues. It was also said that he used that to like circumnavigate the built-in animatronic response to sounds. In FNAF 3, the way we were able to keep him away from us all night was we would play audio sounds of Balloon Boy, but of kids off in the distance, and he'd be like, "Hold on, I gotta go check for that kid." Like, we saw that whole like. There's that whole animated video about it and stuff. It's like, I'm going to go look for those kids one more time, and after I don't find them, I'm coming back to kill you. And then he'd like disappear, and then he'd come back again, and he'd be like, all right, I'm finally here. And then the guy would play another sound. He's like, oh, that might be kids. Hold on, I'll be right back. Like, he kept doing that. That's why we can do that in FNAF 3, but you can't do that in FNAF 6. Because in FNAF 6, he's fixed himself using the Golden Freddy circuitry and parts to repair part of himself. But he does that not knowing that he is actually attaching Vengeful Spirit to himself, because Vengeful Spirit is possessing that suit already. Vengeful Spirit, or who I call Dave. So when he attaches himself, he puts that stuff on him. Dave uses that stuff to add himself to William, and so when William is burnt in FNAF 6 and is like fully like killed temporarily anyways, Dave uses that time to snatch him and throw him into his own personal hell, and that's why he's able to run the hell, because he's physically attached, or not physically attached, he's spiritually attached. Like, he is possessing the same body as William Afton. And so that's how he's able to put him through that. Speaking of Pizza Sim, what do you think the FNAF 6 interview tapes were? Leftovers from Illusion Disc stuff or something else? No, that's just straight up Henry. I think Henry has learned, because we learned that Henry has figured out that some animatronics react to certain sounds because he uses the whole the code or whatever, that the transmission, that the bracelet that Charlie was wearing, he uses that in Lefty to draw in the puppet and then capture it and then keep it sedated with the lullaby sound. So he knows, so he's been researching that the animatronics will react to certain sound stimuli, and that's how he is. And I think it's something to do with the spirits or something like that. It's how he's able to, like, he leaves it to you, and he's like, if they react to any of these sounds, that's how he knows that you got one of the right animatronics, because they react to those sounds for specific reasons. Yeah. And FNAF 2, the puppet stays asleep in FNAF 2 because you play the lullaby, and Lefty is actually programmed to play that lullaby on repeat inside of his chest cavity when the puppet has been captured, while also giving it a mild electrical shock as like a sedative. So by the powers combined of the lullaby with the electric shocks, it keeps the puppet nullified while it's brought to the pizzeria to then be burnt, because now all of the victims of Williams are all in one place and they can all be, sent on. And that's, again, I mean, it's also another piece of evidence is, I do believe, and I know some people don't, but I do believe that Old Man Consequences is Henry's spirit. And it's Henry's spirit telling his son Dave that he can rest, that he succeeded, that he's brought William down he's brought the demon to face his demons, and that he doesn't need to personally be responsible for that punishment anymore. He can leave it to hell itself, and he can finally rest. And then you can sink down into the lake, and when you drop to the bottom of the lake, I know a lot of people, the question's always been, is that image at the bottom of the lake, an angel with its arms out, or a figure with two smaller figures, with his arms around two smaller figures? I think it's second. I think it's an image of Henry and his two children finally at peace. The three of them are together, finally at peace. And that's why we never see a reference to we shouldn't be seeing a reference to Charlie or Dave or Henry after that point. My question is I wonder if we actually will see an actual reference to Charlie and Dave and Henry coming back when they realize that it's not over and security breach is going on. I wonder if that's a thing. I wonder if they realize, oh shit, our job isn't done. We need to go back and stop, this other stuff. Maybe that's what's going to happen, is we'll see Vengeful Spirit. We'll see the puppet, Golden Freddy, and Henry team up in later games to fight the Mimic, once we realize that the Mimic is also one of Henry's creations. In my opinion, I always liked that FNAF 6, FNAF World era theory-wise. It was so fun. So FNAF 6, so here's the thing. Not FNAF 6, UCN, Ultimate Custom Night, did confirm that FNAF World has to be at least, somewhat continuity. It has to be somewhat part of the original, of the actual games, because of the fact that if you do Old Man Consequences on level 1, like 1 difficulty, and you fail, if you do just Old Man Consequences by himself, right? You do Old Man Consequences by himself on 1 difficulty, and you fail, and you go into his lake, you can talk to him, you can hear, Henry, Michael, whatever, being screamed by Afton in the background. You can go into the lake. When you go into the lake and fall to the bottom and get that image of Henry, Dave, and Charlie afterwards, if you go back to FNAF World and you've never gone down to Old Man Consequences before in Old Man World in FNAF World, you will still have the achievement for doing it on the front page. And that's what connects the games. Huh, we're gonna be ending at some point. Yeah, that's what connects the games, is that you can go down to Old Man Consequences in either game and still get that achievement on FNAF World side. So, dead ringer for that game actually being of importance. So let's see what's going on now. Yee. We are at 553 subs, 330 views on the video. You guys are awesome. Once again, if you guys haven't watched that video, make sure you guys go watch that video after this. It's only 4.5 minutes long, so it's not long. Go get it some extra views. Like it if you haven't yet already. Like this if you haven't yet already. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet already. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. But yeah, do all that good stuff. I appreciate you guys. And like I said, future videos coming out. Dave is Henry's son. Right. Fritz is the Midnight Motorist story. And what is continuity, canon, and fiction, and fan made and bullshit. Those are some of the videos I'm working on. I'm trying to think of some other theories that I want to do. Oh wait, I had a poll one time for 4 ideas, I think. Let me see what that was about. Turn down my volume just in case someone decides to start talking. Community. Oh no, it was just 3. Oh, that's the other video we need to do, Dabs. I need to do a video on the Afton uses the vent between sister location and the FNAF 1 location, as seen in the sister location map, to remove the endoskeletons of the withered animatronics. That the whole Into Madness was teasing the current era, but has there been any more elaboration or ideas about it? MatPat did a cool video on it. I also might not be remembering it well, too. You know what, Dabs? Make a whiteboard image, send it to me, and I can just put it up as my green screen. And then, right? This is what I need, Dabs. I need you to have control over my computer while I'm streaming. That's what I need. I need someone who can do that. Oh, that sounds cool. Yeah. MatPat did a video on when the Into Madness era is, and it's what you said. Yeah, it's that theory. He does the whole thing about it. So you might want to look at that. But yes. Oh, or are you talking about mine? No, actually, there's not even hacker skills. There's actually like a legitimate there's a legitimate app that we can both have that would actually do that. I meant my app. So that's actually a thing. Radio. If you can do it right now, pull up the actually, hold on. You know what? I'm gonna do it. We're gonna pop in the chair because I want to look at something else real quick, just to kind of. I said I would look at this when I was talking to someone. And hi, here's my face, real big. Hold on. I'm gonna. No. Okay, good. There we go. Okay, give me 1 sec. Yeah, it's called like Team Screen or something like that you can use. But anyways, let me get on here. Whoop. Okay, good. That wasn't live. Why is this not live? That's funny. Anyways, let me go back to reset to 100%. There we go. All right. And I need to grab one more of these. Okay, so I need to look at 2 things. One, I need to look at FNAF logbook PDF, right? So we pull up this. Because I wanted to look at I wanted to look at this on stream. 2-page view, 1-page view. Yeah, there we go. Okay, I want that. I want to do zoom ins. I do some zoomies. Whoa! Oh, that's okay. Hold on. Cool. All right, 54, 50. 50, 49, 48, 47, 46, 4, 43, 42, 41, 40. Do you have dreams? It's 41, but you can't see it, but it is 41. 39, 38, 37, 36, 35, 34, 33, 30, 39, 39 has my name. I need to see the other ones. Let me see. Keep going. 5 for 6 or 7. 51, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 64, 65, 7. So there's oh yeah, this one means nothing. 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75. Does he still talk to you? 75, I can hear sounds. 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 3, 4, 85, 86, 87. It was for me. I can hear sounds. Where's the ones that change number? 1, 2, 9, 3. This, not this. I wanted this. Seems like you can read all the books on. I can read this one online for free. Yes. What are you doing? I'm trying to look up specifically. Someone was arguing with me and saying that all of the numbers that we get used to get Cassidy's name also has the my name thing on it, and I'm trying to look them all up just to double check. Where'd it go? Oh wait, here we go. So hold on, this one's the one where hope, I'm scared, existential dread, and I can't see. So this again is not where we get the numbers from. Damn it, I can never remember where we get all the numbers from. I need to go to the front. I need to go to the very beginning. Okay, let's go to the very beginning. Cool, there's that. There's all that. There's Mike. 9. There's those. Right down there of all places. 10, 11, 12, 13, 15. 16, 17. We got more of these. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. She gets so chubby. Yeah, and this she is. Yes. Yes. Not this one. Do you remember your name? See, this picture right here. This picture right here is people. Here's the thing. So this picture right here is the problem. People think that this is supposed to be like Cassidy. But it makes no sense because Cassidy wouldn't be given a cake. But found your live on my For You page. Hey, yo, YouTube is doing its job and pushing your content to new. Thank you, I appreciate that. That's awesome. I was able to find Silver Eyes for free. It made me want to read all the books. I have the audio book of Silver Eyes. Yeah. So like this is the only one that gives you a page that's an altered text page, altered page 39. Let me see here. Lose your frontal lobe or lose an arm. That's terrifying because it's like, what is that in reference to? Oh, hold on. Gotta scroll back up a little bit. Yep. Scroll me back up. Okay, that's all the way up. Got it. Hold on, where are we at? Where's the?
Other clues. 39, 40, 41, 42, 43. Am I just not seeing all of the book? Is it because I'm zoomed in? No, I'm not. No, that's not it. That's the edge of the books, for sure. There's one. Okay, so 7 and 2. Okay, my name. 7 and 2. Okay. Is there other clues in here? Nope, that was it. 2. 50, 51. 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57. Here's 58 and 59. This is this. So this is what I'm trying to talk about is like, so like right here, what is your name is ultra text, and who are you, which I can't actually highlight that one, but who are you, what is your name are both ultra text. So it literally goes, it's me, Cassidy, who are you, what is your name, and then we get Dave over here. Ultra text is asking, what is your name, and you get the 4 clues from that. So here's the 5, 4, and the 3. So here's a page where, okay, see, okay, I did debunk it. All right, so I debunked it. It worked. Okay, I debunked it. There is nothing on this page that says my name, but here is one of the clues that gets you Cassidy's name, 5, 4, and 3. So there's that. They were arguing with me that every single page that you have a clue for Cassidy's name also has it my name in faded text, and I'm like, that's not true, but okay. Hold on, we're not in here. No clue in here. Where is Michael's other clue? Do you miss... Wait, do you miss what? Do you miss him? Yeah, do you miss him? There's that. Okay. Anyways, does he still talk to you? I'm trying to find the other altered text numbers. Where is it even at? I can remember this. I'm so bad with it. $2.83. Oh, right here. This is the red text right here, which again has nothing about my name on it anywhere to indicate that it is faded text either. This one's not a page. Well, this one's not one of the pages. Where are the other Cassidy pages at? I'm just so bad with this. Here's the Foxy grid. A, B, and C. Faded text, 9495. 697. 9899. 100, 101. 102, 103. 104, 105. 106, 107. 108, 109. 10, 111. Then we're at the end of the book. Where is the other numbers? I'm so bad at this. But I did what I wanted to do. There's multiple spots where you get the numbers and they don't all have. Well, that one actually does say my name. Huh? How about that? Okay, let me go to we go back to the comic. Okay, the comic definitely doesn't have my name anywhere on the page. For sure. What do you see?
Hold on. Hold on. Here are some clues about the name cat. Thank you. It's clever or curly haired. Oh. Yeah. Oh, there it is. 52, 39, 15, 72, 54. 3, 9 across, 3 down, 10, 11, 8, 11. 8, 11. Where did we go? Where are they from, though? Okay, so 50. Am I just blind and don't see numbers when I'm supposed to? Is that it? Because it's probably it. Will you be making any videos on the Into the Pit game? Probably not. Oh yeah, I need it. Why is do need to fix this at some point. Not gonna worry about it right now, but I do need to fix that so it's not black. It's not dark. So it is dark mode every time. But anyways, yeah. I know what I was gonna do also. FNAF sister location map. I want to show this off real quick, and then we're gonna be done soon. Boom. You see this right here, Kat, and anyone else who's watching this right here? There is a tunnel that leads between this FNAF location and sister location right here. If this location is also, and I believe it is, I'm so sweaty because it's hot in this room. I believe it is. If this is the FNAF 1 location where the animatronics would have ended up after FNAF 2, then William on the run would have hid in his secret underground lair and used this tunnel to travel between the FNAF 1 location and sister location to gather the animatronics endo skins from the FNAF 3 minigames. Because the FNAF 3 minigames, this minigame right here, where he gathers all of them. I think in this room, I mean, because obviously it's not like showing everything, but in this room, I think there's the secret tunnel that leads between the two. And that's why he comes out, he takes the endoskeleton out of one suit, drags it into, dismembers the animatronic, and then walks back in each time. He's taking the endoskeleton out of them with like his special tool, running into the room, sending it down into the sister location, because I imagine it's probably like a ladder or something, taking it down there, just tossing it down there or something, and then coming back out, getting another one of them, and doing that over and over again. That's my running theory on that one. So I might do a video on that one too. Most of my videos are going to be like short videos that like deep dive into very specific aspects of the game. I don't think I'm going to be doing deep dives like I don't know if I'm ever going to do like full timeline, because I do have like almost a full timeline in my mind, but one, I don't think that many people like it, and two, it's just so hard to make a video that long. Like my videos are going to be like 10 minutes. Yeah, after secret laundry, because like this is the secret room that no one knows about, right? Who's to say one of these or all three of these? Whoop, didn't mean to do that. Who's to say all three of these or one of these isn't a secret hatch down into sister location? Right? But anyways, we'll line that up as one of the videos to do at some point, Dabs. But anyways, thank you guys so much for hanging out. Appreciate you. It's coming up on 3 o'clock. I need to get going to bed. Love your faces. I will see you guys in the next video, or in the next stream, which will be tomorrow, 12:30 at night, or earlier for you guys. I don't know, whatever time you guys got, 3 hours ahead of this. But thank you guys so much for hanging out. I do appreciate it. Always appreciate you guys showing up, hanging out. We're gonna do some Roblox. We're do some theorizing still if more stuff crops up. Who knows? Go share my new video. Maybe it'll go viral, and we'll have a uh, reaction to my video to react to. Who knows? But yep. Appreciate you guys. Like, subscribe, share this, share everything, send everything, do what you need to, spread my theories out into the ether if you like them. If you don't like them, I guess ignore them and don't. But Bye.